Chef Gabe Bertaccini says his food is rooted in storytelling and his Italian culture. He's been cooking since he was 13 and is known as a passionate mentor in the culinary world. He appeared on Netflix and on the Food Network, most recently in the popular series Chow House. His new competition series is Worst Cooks in America, Talented and Terrible. He hosts alongside the late Anne Burrell. Now, both of them have their own team of professional performers, including a puppeteer and a tap dancer who don't know their way around the kitchen. Question is, are they up for the challenge?
I kind of can't stop watching. What is she going to do next?
Cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
Of course.
I grew up with cheddar cheese in water. In water. Glazelle, what are you doing exactly?
There's no sauce already made.
You're making a tomato sauce.
Yes, I'm making flying spaghetti.
A whole chicken breast.
Stop, it just keeps getting better.
I never learned how to cook.
Oh, my.
Oh, boy. Gabe Bertaccini joins us first on CBS Mornings. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
So, Chef, this show is about the joy of cooking, but you're hosting it with Anne Burrell, who suddenly died in June, leaving fans devastated all around the world, including yourself. You guys were very close. How would you describe her to people and describe the Chef Anne Burrell that we didn't see on camera?
You know, Anne had this larger-than-life personality. Like, when you were with her, there was no co-hosting the show. It was just going along the ride that Anne was setting up for you, you know? Something that struck me was she really cared. Not only, like, of course, the entertainment side of things, but she really cared for the people that were there. You know, at the end of the day, you have recruits that spend time, you know, with us throughout the weeks, trying to learn how to cook. And, you know, you can approach that from just a TV show standpoint and just be like, okay, that's my job, and go home. Or you could do like Anne did, which is really like connect one-on-one with these recruits. And a lot of times these relationships kept going outside of the camera. So it really is still in me like this sense of, do whatever you're passionate doing and just do it all with everything you have. It was really amazing to work with her and, of course, have a great relationship with her.
Yeah, both you and Anne, you act as mentors for these amateur chefs, right? Some have somewhat of an idea of what they're doing.
Who? Sorry, I want to know. What show have you watched?
You're right, I was trying to give them some love, but you're right. They have no idea what they're doing. But what did these amateur chefs teach you?
To have a lot of patience, you know, like, I mean, I'm telling you. You know, many times, this is so interesting, when you're teaching somebody how to cook, you just give for granted certain things, you know? You're like, okay, you know how to turn on an oven, you know how to hold the knife.
The basics.
You know? And you realize that, no, that's not the benchmark. The benchmark is really like at the bottom, and then you get to really teach them the basics of cooking. You know, listen, I grew up in, Italy, and more or less, everybody knows their way in the kitchen.
It's part of the culture.
It's part of the culture. We grew up with it.
Yes.
So even the worst cooks in Italy is still a pretty good cook.
Pretty
you know
good.
What I mean?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Point.
It's not the case for worst cooks in America, I have to be honest. And there is the entertainment component of it, which, I mean, you look at it and you're like, you're putting a whole chicken breast in water with cheddar cheese and tomato sauce, and
wild.
you know what? Completely wild. But then you realize, like, yes, these people really have no idea how to move into the kitchen.
So, Chef, for your more just average poor cook, not your culinary train wreck, as you call it,
All right.
what's one big mistake you see regular kind of cooks at home making, and how can they fix it?
Okay. I think, this is what I think. I think that, especially in America, we put so much pressure on entertaining and like cooking for others. You know, we think that everything has to be so perfect. So whatever food you're making or recipe, needs to come out exactly like TikTok shows you, or cookbook, picture is. And I think we have to kind of let go of the idea and really go back to the basic of food, which is like just a vessel to bring people together. And so the idea is like, invite your friends, and who cares if your house is completely, clean and nice and neat, or if, the pillows are not fluffed, and, or who cares if the chicken is slightly
fluffer.
It's like, just, the life and cooking happens in the unperfect part of it all, you know? And
To enjoy the moment, though.
Of course, and like nobody's gonna come to your house and be like, you know, the meal was great, but the couch was a mess. Like, you know,
My mom
nobody's gonna
will.
do that.
My
Your
mom
will. Okay, we won't invite her over, but like, you know, but in general, like, I think we just need to let go of this perfectionism because
That's a
it just
good
holds
point.
us back from actually
Enjoying.
connect with one another and enjoy one another.
We should all go to dinner. Do you want to cook for us?
No, but we can all go to dinner.
He said no.
You know what? Why don't we have one of the recruits from Worst Cooks cooking for us?
No.
We're good.
I'll pay.
Berdichini,
You pick the restaurant, I'll
good to
pay.
have you, my friend. Thank you
Good to
very
see
much.
you.
Worst Cooks in America, Talented and Terrible, airs on the Food Network and streams on HBO Max.